Here with Red Devil head football coach Pat Fackrell, just after a very spirited pep assembly. That community one they do, the night before the big game. Coach, great to see a good turnout. I thought but I only have 5 minutes. It was great. Nice touch.
It was a great turnout. That's probably the best turnout we've had since what I can remember. It's a great outpouring. It's a great support for our kids. I think our kids kind of realize what it really means to the community when they get to see those numbers. And from all the sports that we're here to all the time the cheerleaders and the classics put in is just amazing. And it's just neat to recognize those kids and what they do and how hard they work for our community, even though they're still student athletes.
Right. I was wondering, do you recall, of course it was back in my day, but I'm quite a bit older than you, were they still doing the bonfire at homecoming when you were a senior?
Yeah, they did. And yeah, that's kind of a tradition that's long gone that I wish we still had.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
When we talked after the Laramie game, you're pretty pleased with the overall effort, but I know you see a lot of different things when you break down film with your staff. What did you guys see this week?
As we looked at our Laramie film, we could see that little lull that we had coming out at halftime. It almost was like we were playing to not lose. Mm-hmm. We had enough lead. If we just stay with what we're doing, don't push the ball, don't give the ball over the top, we wouldn't lose the game. And instead of taking those chances that we were taking that first half, and that's just a young football team. Mm-hmm. As we look at Natrona, they're going to sit in the base defense, and they're big and strong and fast, and they're going to just not get beat. Right. As their whole mentality. Offensively, they're just going to pound the ball at you, and they've got the bodies and the athletes and men to do it. You
mentioned the size of what they have to the crowd here at the assembly, but they're school that size, they're going to have the horses.
You always envy what Coach Harshman's done with his program when you can have 150, 160 kids on the roster, 9 through 12. He's done a fantastic job. They've got a great tradition of football out there. And they do. They get horses. They're fundamentally sound. They play the game hard. They play it physical. But like I said, they get to put 11 on the field, and we'll put 11 on the field, and let's just go out and compete.
You noted a good week in practice?
We did. We had a solid week of practice, even with the bad weather. We came in a little bit yesterday in the gym and kind of recognized we're not there yet to be an inside walk-through team. We need to go outside, and we were able to go outside and get what we needed accomplished.